Let's dip in here and let's listen to Al Gore.
Congratulations, Detroit, on the Red Wings' victory in the Stanley Cup Finals. I speak to you this evening as a citizen of the United States. I speak to you also as a citizen of the world, because the outcome of this election will affect the future of our planet. For America to lead the world through the dangers we're facing, to seize the opportunities before us, we've got to have new leadership. Not only a new president, but new policies. Not only a new head of state, but a new vision for America's future. I want to begin with a few words to my fellow Democrats. We have just concluded an historic contest among the strongest field of candidates any political party has ever offered for the presidency of this country. An inspiring group of men and a woman with experience and vision, competence and boldness. Their vigorous competition has attracted record numbers of voters in every part of America, reinvigorated our democracy, and helped to rekindle the spirit of our country. And now we've made our choice. As the general election begins, let us remember our obligation to honor the highest values of our democracy and conduct this campaign in a spirit of respect for the Republican nominee. No. In that case, I'm glad I brought it up. Because, as Senator Barack Obama has said, John McCain is deserving of that respect. He has demonstrated bravery in war and as a prisoner of war, and has served in the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate for many years. Moreover, he has demonstrated a willingness to debate some critical issues, including the climate crisis, that many Republicans have refused to discuss at all. But even as we acknowledge his long experience, we must and we will make our case that America simply cannot afford to continue the policies of the last 8 years for another 4. And we all know that a long tenure in Washington, D.C. is not the same as judgment, wisdom, and vision. Nevertheless, the other party seems to think that age and experience are factors that will work in their favor during this campaign. But our shared experience as a nation tells us otherwise. I remember when one prominent Republican wondered out loud whether the Democratic nominee, and I quote, really is grown up enough to be president. Another used the phrase, quote, naive and inexperienced. Yet another said, quote, the United States cannot afford to risk the future of the free world with inexperience and immaturity in the White House, end quote. Who are they talking about? Every single one of those quotations came from the campaign of 1960, when the Republicans attacked John Fitzgerald Kennedy for allegedly lacking the age and experience necessary to be president. Richard Nixon's slogan in that campaign was, "Experience counts," to which John F. Kennedy responded, and I quote, "To exclude from positions of trust and command all those below the age of 44 would have kept Jefferson from writing the Declaration of Independence, Washington from commanding the Continental Army, Madison from fathering the Constitution, and Christopher Columbus from even discovering America." On January 20th, 1961, as a 12-year-old boy, I stood in the snow in front of the Capitol as John Fitzgerald Kennedy took the oath of office. I know what his inspiration meant to my generation, and I feel that same spirit in this auditorium here tonight, building all over this country this year. I feel your determination after 2 terms of the Bush-Cheney administration to change the direction of our country. In looking back over the last 8 years, I can tell you that we have already learned one important fact since the year 2000. Take it from me, elections matter. If you think the next appointments to our Supreme Court are important, you know that elections matter. If you live in the city of New Orleans, you know that elections matter. If you or a member of your family are serving in the active military, the National Guard, or reserves, you know that elections matter. If you're a wounded veteran, you know that elections matter. If you've lost your job, if you're struggling with your mortgage, you know that elections matter. If you care about a clean environment, if you want a government that protects you instead of special interests, you know that elections matter. If you care about food safety, if you like a T on your BLT, you know that elections matter. If you bought poison, lead-filled toys from China or adulterated medicine made in China, if you bought tainted pet food made in China, you know that elections matter. After the last 8 years, even our dogs and cats have learned that elections matter.